すいません、ちょうど、2ヶ月に1回デリーの仏教寺院トゥリラトナブッダビハール、三宝3つの宝、トゥリが3で、ラトナが宝なんですけど、仏法僧の三宝寺院ブッダビハールっていう、ところに、2ヶ月に1回ほどレギュラーで通っております。法華経の勉強会が主目的で、一人でも多くの人に法華経の、教えを知っていただきたい、そして実践をね、一緒にしたいということで招待業を一緒にさせていただいております。そのため電車でね通っているので15時間ぐらいですかね、こう行ったり来たりするガヤから、デリーまでかかりますので、ちょうどお勤めの時間が、電車の中で過ごすということでリアルタイムで、配信ができないということで事前に録音という形でさせていただきます。よろしくお願いいたします。大丈夫ですかね、マイクは OK ですね。Honor be to the great mandala, the perfect circle of all honorable one, revealed by our founder Nichiren Shu. Honor be to the eternal Buddha Shakyamuni, our original teacher, the Lord of the Dharma, our great benefactor who attained enlightenment in the remotest past. Honor be to the Sutra of the Lotus flower of the wonderful Dharma, the teaching of equality, the great wisdom, the one beaker. Honor be to our founder, the great Bodhisattva Nichiren Shu, dispatched by our original Buddha. Honor be to Renge Acharya Nichiji Shonin, the first overseas missionary. Honor be to the protective deities of the Dharma. We honor all of you. May you come to this consecrated place out your compassion towards us, see us with the light of wisdom, and accept our offering of chanting the Sutra and Nam Myo Renge Kyo.無常人人未明の法は百千万号にも相立てまつることかたし、我今天文し授事することを得たり、願わくは如来の第一義を下せ、至極の大乗思議すべからず、検問各地皆菩提に近づく。能戦は方針、所詮は発心、色相の文字はすなわちこれ王人なり、無量の功徳皆この経に集まれり、このゆえに自在に妙に訓示密に訳す、内無知罪を滅し善を生ず、もしは真もしは法、共に仏道上世、三世の諸仏人人の妙典なり、諸上世世地具し頂戴せ。Verses for opening the sutra. The most profound and wonderful teaching is presented in this sutra. This sutra is difficult to meet even once in thousands and millions of eons. Now we have been able to see, hear, receive, and keep this sutra. May we understand the most excellent teaching of the Tathagata. The most excellent teaching of the great beaker is very difficult for us to understand. We shall be able to approach enlightenment when we see, hear, or touch this sutra. Expounded is a Buddhist wisdom. Expounded is a Buddhist truth. The rituals composing this sutra are the Buddha's manifestation. Just as perfume is caught by something put nearby, so shall we be richly benefited by the sutra, even when we are not aware of being so benefited, because infinite merit accumulated in this sutra. We can expiate our past transgression, do good deeds, and attain Buddhahood by the merit of this sutra. It doesn't matter whether we are wise or not, or whether we believe this sutra or surrender it. This sutra is the most wonderful and the most excellent taught by the Buddha of the past, present, and future. May we meet and receive it, verse after verse, word after word. Myoho Renge Kyo, Hoben Bondai ni, Niji Se Sonju Sammai Anjo ni Kigo Shario Shobuchi e, Jinjin Muryo Gochi e Mon Nange Nanyu Issai Shomo, Yakushi Butsu Shofu no Chi Shoi Shaga Butsu Zo Shingo, Yakusen Man no Kumushu Shobutsu Jingyo Shobutsu Muryo Doho, Yumyo Shojin Myo Shofu mo, Joju Jinjin Mizo Uho Zuigi Shosetsu, Ishu Gange Shariotsu Goju Jobuchi Raishu Ju Inne, Shuju Hiyu Goen Gongyo Mushu Home, Indo Shujo Ryori Shojaku Shoi Shaga Nyorai Home, Chiken Haramitsu Kai Gusoku Shariotsu Nyorai Chiken Godai Jin no, Muryo Muge Rikimu Shoi Zenjo Geda Sammai Jinyu Musai Joju, Issai Mizo Uho Shariotsu Nyorai no Shuju Hunbesu Ryose Shoho, Gonji Nuna Eka Shushin Sharioshu Yo Gonshi Muryo Muhe, Mizo Uho Busutsu Joju Shi Shariotsu Shu Buse Shoi Shaga, Busho Joju Daichike Unange Shiho Yubutsu Yobutsu, Naido Kuji Shoho Jiso Shoi Shoho Nyoze, Nyoze Sa Nyoze In Nyoze En Nyoze Ka Nyoze Ho Nyoze Honmatsuku Kyoto, Shoi Shoho Nyoze So Nyoze So Nyoze, Dai Nyoze Riki Nyoze Sa Nyoze In Nyoze En Nyoze Ka Nyoze Ho Nyoze Honmatsuku Kyoto, Shoi Shoho Nyoze So Nyoze So Nyoze, Dai Nyoze Riki Nyoze Sa Nyoze In Nyoze En Nyoze Ka Nyoze Ho Nyoze Honmatsuku Kyoto, Shoi Shoho Nyoze So Nyoze So Nyoze, Dai Nyoze Riki Nyoze Sa Nyoze In Nyoze En Nyoze Ka Nyoze Ho Nyoze Honmatsuku Kyoto. Chapter 2 Expedient. Thereupon the word honors one emerged quietly from his samadhi and said to Sharitra, the wisdom of the present Buddha is profound and immeasurable. The gate to it is difficult to understand and difficult to enter. Their wisdom cannot be understood by any Shravaka or Pratyeka Buddha, because the present Buddha attained on many hundreds of thousands of variants of past Buddhas and practiced the immeasurable teaching of those Buddhas bravely and strenuously to their far-flung fame until they attained the profound Dharma, which you have never heard before, and became Buddhas. And also because since they became Buddhas, they have been expounding the Dharma according to the capacity of all living beings in such various ways that the true purpose of their various teaching is difficult to understand. Sharitra, since I became the Buddha, I also have been expounding various teachings with various stories of previous lives, with various parables, and with various simile. I have been reading all living beings with immeasurable expedient in order to save them from various attachments, because I have the power to employ expedient and the power to perform the paramita of insight. Sharitra, the insight of the Tathagata is wide indeed. The Tathagata have all the state of mind towards immeasurable living beings, unhindered eloquence, powers, fearlessness, dhyana, concentration, emancipation, and samadhi. They enter deep into boundlessness and attain the Dharma, which you have never heard before. Sharitra, the Tathagata divides the Dharma into various teachings and expounds those teachings to all living beings so skillfully and with such gentle voices that living beings delighted, shelter. In short, the Buddha attends immutable teaching which you have never heard before. No more shelter will I say, because the Dharma attained by the Buddha is the highest truth, rare to hear and difficult to understand. Only the Buddha attains the highest truth. That is the reality of all things in regard to their appearance as such, their natures as such, their entity as such, their powers as such, their activity as such, their primary causes as such, their environmental causes as such, their effect as such, their reward and retribution as such, and their equality as such, despite these differences. 妙法蓮華経如来十両本来十六自我特物来小教小古衆無料約千万億歳や葬儀上説法教系無臭億州上領流大仏道に来無料法移動修上広報弁言年半に実滅道上重視説法過剰重要し異相人通力量天道水道水道に風景中堅が滅道航空用車利限界永連邦に小活合し中上期新無機式入団一心欲見物自作神妙自我牛修総空質量重戦が自合修造総在し風別違法便利公言右滅滅用無空修上空行診療者が部王非注意説明情報尿等不問し単にが滅道が検証修上末代王空海東風異原子両合小活合因合子連邦内水説法人通力尿税法和葬儀工場材料重戦牛用小修上修上健康時大化小生時が指導安穏天人上中は本流衝動福祉中法総合法中多経過修長小有楽小天逆天空乗車周期学マンダーラ計算物牛大衆過剰道風紀に集権生じ風食尿量税出10万税総在修上医薬後因縁化葬儀後無毛参謀名称修空毒には式直者即会見外し在市に説法枠事医師修設物事無料空大見物者医設物難治が中力尿税交渉無料寿命無修行不集合所得尿等うち者もっとし葬儀等断療用時仏合実布公領医税法米維持応し交通試合に合し無能石膏網外薬生物小空原者医防部天道実在に合滅条件が公に小教師司法一着公欲打王悪道中が上智修道行道不行道随王消化道異接修情報毎時差税年医が領修上特入無浄土即造十物心 The duration of the life of the Tathagata. It is many hundreds of thousands of billions of trillions of asankhya of kalpa since I became the Buddha. For the past innumerable kalpa, I have always been expounding the Dharma to many hundreds of millions of living beings in order to lead them into the way to Buddhahood. In order to save the perverted people, I experientially show my nirvana to them. In reality, I shall never pass away. I always live here and expound the Dharma. Also, I always live here with the perverted people. I disappear from their eyes by my supernatural powers when they see me seemingly pass away, and make offering to my Sharira and adore me, admire me, and become devout, upright, and gentle, and wish to see me with all their hurt at the cost of their rights. I reappear among secret eagle with my Sangha and say to them, I only live here, I shall never be extinct. I show my extinction to you expediently, although I never press away. I also expound the unsurpassed Dharma to the living beings of the other world, if they respect me, believe me, and wish to see me. You have never heard this, therefore you thought that I pass away. I see the perverted people sinking in an ocean of suffering. Therefore, I disappear from their eyes and cause them to admire me. When they adore me, I appear and expound the Dharma to them. I can do all this by my supernatural powers. I live among secret eagle and also in the other abode. for a Sankhya Kalpa. The perverted people think this world is in a great fire. The end of the Kalpa of destruction is coming. In reality, this world of mine is peaceful. It is filled with God and man. The garden, forest, and stately building are adorned with various treasures. The jewel trees have many flowers and fruit. The living beings are enjoying themselves, and the gods are beating heavenly drums, making various kind of music, are raining mandala flowers on the great multitude and me. This pure word of mine is indestructible, but the perverted people think it is full of sorrow, fear, and other suffering. It will soon burn away. Because of their evil karma, the sinful people will not be able to hear even the names of the three treasures during a Sankhya Kalpa. To those who have accumulated merit and who are gentle and applied, and who see me living here, expounding the Dharma, I say the duration of my life is a miracle. To those who see me after a long time, I say it is difficult to see a Buddha. I can do all this by the power of my wisdom. The light of my wisdom knows no bound. The duration of my life is a miracle. Obtain this longevity by age of practice. All of you wise men, have no doubts about this. Remove your doubts, have no more. My words are true, not false. The physician who sent a man expediently to doubt his perverted son of the death of their father in order to cure them, but not accuse of falsehood although he was still alive. In the same manner, I am the father of the world. I am saving all living beings from suffering. Because they are perverted, I say that I should pass away although I should not. If they always see me, they will become arrogant and righteous and cling to the five desires so much that they will fall into the evil religion. I know who is practicing the way and who is not. Therefore, I spend various teaching to all living beings according to their capacity. I am always thinking, how shall I cause all living beings to enter into the surpassed way and quickly become Buddhas? 妙法蓮華経如来人力本第21小仏聖者十王大神中家修上高原無量人力絶相信本天信法無宗公異空仏道者原始系宇治小仏教会小牛丹寺師小注文実報国寺外国修道異仏滅道合能寺税教皇小仏会館義元無量人力俗類税教皇三味十字者大無量公中有功不能寺税人士空毒無変無具領事報告不可特縁罪農地税教者即位意見が薬見他法仏儀証分治者有見が今日教慶消防卒農地税教者両が牛分寺滅道他法仏一切会館儀実法現在仏病加工未来薬見薬用薬用特管儀小仏座道場聖徳医療法農地税教者福薬道徳農地税教者王将法式名地空港地行説明空地農夫王空中一切無償下王如来滅後地仏小石膏因縁牛時代随記領実説領地学校も農場所有病死人行政家農名修上安教無料謀殺一教11条税法風知者門地空独立大川滅道法王中実施教税人の仏語欠場無義妙法 The supernatural powers of the Tathagata. The Buddha, the word severe, have great supernatural powers. They display their immutable supernatural powers in order to cause all living beings to rejoice. The tip of their tongues reach the heavenly Brahman. Immutable rays of light are emitted from their bodies. For those who are seeking the enlightenment of the Buddha do these things rely to be seen. The sound of coaching of the Buddha and the sound of their fingers snapping reverberate over the world of the 10 quarters, and the ground of those worlds quakes in the sixth wave. The Buddha joyfully display their immutable supernatural powers because the Bodhisattva from underground vowed to keep the sutra after my attention. Even if I place for immutable Kalpa, the keeper of the sutra to whom it is to be transmitted, I can't place him highly enough. His merit is as limitless, as infinite, as boundless as the skies of the world of the 10 quarters. Anyone who kept the sutra will be able to see me. He also will be able to see many treasures, Buddha. the Buddha of my relatives, and the Bodhisattva whom I have taught today. Anyone who kept the sutra will be able to cause me to rejoice. He also will be able to bring joy to the Buddha of my relative and also to many treasured Buddha who once passed away. He also will be able to see the present, past, and future Buddha of the world of the 10 quarters, make offering to them and cause them to rejoice. The Buddha sat at the place of the enlightenment and obtained the hidden core. Anyone who kept the sutra will be able to obtain the same before Rome. Anyone who kept the sutra will be able to expound the meaning of the teaching and the name of the word of the sutra. The eloquence will be boundlessness and as hindered as wind in the sky. Anyone who understands why the Buddha expound many sutras, who knows the position of the sutra in the series of sutras, and who expounded of the meditation according to its true meaning, will be able to eliminate the darkness of the living being, of the world where he walks about, just as the light of the sun and the moon eliminate all darkness. He will be able to cause innumerable bodhisattva to dwell finally in the one beacon. Therefore, the man of wisdom who hears the benefit of these knowledge and who kept the sutra after meditation will be able to attain the enlightenment of the Buddha definitely and doubtlessly. 日蓮大聖人五妙半官業八万章に示してのたまくरिटर्निंग बुद्धा धर्म टू द वेस्ट भारत को चांद का देश कहा जाता है बुद्धा भगवान दुनिया में चांद की तरफ चमके जापान को सूरज का देश कहा जाता है इसलिए जापान में सूरज जैसा महागुरु प्रकट हो सकता है चांद पश्चिम से पूर्व की ओर चलता है इसका मतलब है बुद्धा धर्म भारत से पूर्व की ओर फैला सूरज पूर्व से पश्चिम की ओर चलता है यह शुभ संकेत है कि जापान का बुद्ध धर्म फिर भारत आएगा चांदनी सूरज की रोशनी से कम होती है इसलिए बुद्ध भगवान ने हम लोटस सूत्र शत्रु नहीं लोटस सूत्र सिखाया सूत्र की रोशनी बहुत तेज होती है यह दिखाता है कि जापान का बुद्ध धर्म अंधे युग में चमकेगा बुद्ध भगवान के समय में लोटस सूत्र के शत्रु नहीं थे अंत के युग में लोटस सूत्र के बहुत शत्रु होंगे यह समय है बोधिसत्व सदा परिभूत बोधिसत्व के मार्ग पर चढ़ने का हम लोगों के दिल में बुद्ध बनने का बीज बोते हैं और शिष्य को चाहिए कि जीवन की कीमत पर भी बुद्ध की शिक्षा फैलाए नाम म्योहो रेंगे क्यो 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 शिक्यो nanji nyaku zanji saga soku kange sobu 薬ね世世死に諸仏昇誕世俗有名世俗精進世名字開行図打者即位失徳無常仏道能来世独自死教世神仏師中順全知仏滅道後の下講義で昇天に世間資源北異世の周遊説一切天に愛欲よ The difficulty of retaining that sutra. From chapter 11 before in the Sutra of Treasures. It is difficult to keep the sutra, it shall be glad to see anyone keeping it even for a moment. So will all the other Buddhas. He will be praised by all the Buddhas. He will be a man of bellows, a man of endeavors. He should be considered to have already observed the precept and practice of duty. He will quickly attain the unsurpassed enlightenment of the Buddha. Anyone who reads and recites the sutra in the future is a true son of man. He shall be considered to live on the state of purity and good. Anyone after meditation who understands the meaning of the sutra will be the eye of the brood of gods and men. Anyone who expounds the sutra even for a moment in this dreadful world should be honored with offering by all gods and men. Nam myo renge kyo. We respectfully dedicate all the merit now gathered to the great benevolent teacher, Shakyamuni, the eternal Buddha, to the supreme teaching, the Lotus Sutra, to the reader of the declared letter is of the Dharma, our founder, the great Bodhisattva Nichiren Shu, and the protective deities of the Dharma. May all beings under the heavens and within the four seas live in accordance with the wonderful Dharma. May the wonderful Dharma spread throughout the 10,000 years of the declared letter is of the Dharma. May we realize this word is the eternal Buddha spirit. May peace permeate all the world and all beings enjoy peace and happiness. May all beings live in safety and live long without misfortune. May the peace and happiness last forever and all beings be prosperous. We pray that all beings awaken to the true nature of reality, which is the Buddha Dharma. May all beings of all realms be held equally, overcome suffering, and gain the happiness of blissful liberation through the merit of following the teaching of the Lotus Sutra. We pray for the spirits of our ancestors and for all the spirits of the universe. May we purify our minds, limit the desire, learn to be content, feel free to experience the quiet, consuming joys of life, and learn to abandon all attachment formed in the mind. With this prayer, we endeavor to increase our understanding and appreciation of what others have given and contribute to us, and to develop constant mindful consideration of how our thoughts and actions will beneficially contribute to others. Nam myo renge kyo. Chujomu hen seganno, bonno mushu segandan, omon mujin seganji, butsudo mujo seganjo. Sentient beings are immeasurable. I bow to serve them all. Our evil desires are exhaustible. I bow to consume all. The Buddha's teaching are immeasurable. I bow to study them all. The way of the Buddha is excelled. I bow to attain the path of life. Nam myo renge kyo. Nam myo renge kyo. Nam myo renge kyo. ありがとうございました。Let's continue chanting for inner peace of all living beings. सभी जीवित प्राणियों के आंतरिक शांति के लिए नाम योहो रेंगे क्यों का जाप जारी रखें। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. Thank you. Have a nice day.